Welcome back to the Purple Rain Podcast, and it's a return for the deep dives. As you guys know, last week our two new expansion teams, the Vancouver Goldeneyes and Seattle Torrent, revealed their names, logos, brands and identities. And of course we already have done the episode where we do our initial thoughts on them. We did for the August 6th last year, not long after the brand reveal. And then, obviously, last year, he checked out that last year, I did deep dives for each team afterwards, where I went in a bit more detail, some more thoughts about the brands as well. And that's obviously we're going to do, obviously, for both Vancouver and Seattle. It's obviously a bit more crunch for time, because obviously Vancouver and Seattle revealed their identities 2 weeks before the start of the season, where, of course, the Goldeneyes had theirs revealed 2 months before the start of last season. But it's fine. It's all good. Yeah, so these are both going to be dropped very quickly. Not going to be weekly like it was last year with August 6th, because we had more time to do that. So we are going to start with Vancouver today, and then the very next episode we'll do Seattle. Now the reason behind that is because obviously Vancouver got awarded their franchise before Seattle, so we'll do Vancouver first and then we'll do Seattle. So today the deep dive is all about Vancouver, so let's get straight to it. So as we all know, Vancouver are going to be officially known as the Vancouver Goldeneyes, and as you guys remember, the Twitter lady literally just drooled when they saw this brand. They just thought, I mean, Lay's been saying it for the last couple of months now, how Vancouver have been literally knocking it out of the park, and I have to agree with her. They pretty much got every single thing right. Oh, and also, you guys know that obviously Vancouver are going to be the first ever PWHL team to be a primary tenant of their building. Well, the logo is now on centre ice, and Pluto is being envious. Pluto's got feeling envious of it. Yes, that is now on centre ice. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so this is absolutely brilliant. I mean, the whole price. Of course, I've got the logo on my screen because as well as doing more detail, I'm also going to give you some more thoughts. How about as well? Yeah, I just really love this colour scheme. I mean, when we had the jersey come out, we saw this block of orange on the sleeve. So kind of like how on my jersey here, you've got this block of white. I'm not sure it's what, so there and this here. Well, Vancouver also had orange, and me and Blake, we all kind of like, what is that? And a lady kind of thought, it must be a secondary colour, because obviously every August 16 last year introduced a secondary colour to their colour schemes, and they thought that's what it is. That's what it's gonna be. So like, okay, yeah, fine, nothing more about. But of course, obviously, that block on the jerseys, that should have been the clue that we all had, that maybe that's to do with the name. And of course, it's literally when, of course, the brand was built, it literally just like it all pieced together, and of course it was staring in the face. But of course, I was very much under the weather when the jerseys got revealed. I was really, really ill, so my mind obviously wasn't working properly to put two and two together. But my third shimmer should have got it. You know I was not well. The other two should have got it. And I think the colour scheme now blends really well. Also, Vancouver, like Seattle, are having cream for their road jerseys. You've got a feel for the Victoire. They thought they had a really unique colour scheme, and it's now been taken from them. Oh dear. Cream's the new white, boys and girls. Cream is the new white. So Yeah, hopefully their cream will look a bit nicer than Vancouver. They're not Vancouver. Hopefully Vancouver and Seattle's creams will be a lot nicer than Montreal's creams. That's what I was trying to say there. Yeah, so the colour scheme works really well. I mean, and that eye is so menacing. I mean, it's just wow. Like I say, it does remind me of Egyptian mythology because I did study it in Year 3 history. I did mention on the Barbara Bush show how in Year 3 my history was divided between Romans and Egyptians, and this guy feels very Egyptian to me. That eye, it kind of feels like Eye of Horus. It looks so menacing, and I think now none of us have alternate logos. So none of us have like secondary logos, all that you see the NHL. None of us have got that. But if we were to delve into the realms of secondary logos one day, I think Vancouver could have just the eye on its own. So out of the roundel, out of the four roundels they've got? Because they've got the big blue one, they've got a white one, no blue one, no white one, there's a gold one. There's lots of roundels in the Goldeneyes logo. You could just have the eye of the actual Goldeneye. You could have that, and then maybe put like on a shoulder patch here, like maybe, or you could have it as like a different jersey. There's so many different ways that the Goldeneyes logo could be interpreted over the years. But we'll see how it goes. No. I'm not sure how I'd feel about having second logos in the league. Cause I'm not sure how they would work. Because some of the AHL work and others just don't. And 99% of the time, the AHL secondary logos hardly get used. So they're basically there to have something decorated on the shoulders, which really should be where the ads go, shouldn't it? Yes. Although this is fine for now. Let's wait till we get the championship jerseys in a few weeks. That was the yeah. I thought the colour scheme works really well. I love them. I'm loving the gold here. I mean, you know my thoughts about the Goldeneyes. You know, I haven't been a lifelong Sharks fan, but I think this works a lot better than because Vegas is gold. It's kind of murky. It's kind of sand. And it has always been that ever since their launch back in 2016. Vegas is really gold. Even when they switched to gold jerseys, it just didn't feel gold. It still feels murky. Whereas I feel the Goldeneyes gold that they've got in their colour scheme, it feels bold, it feels neat, it feels chic, and it actually stands out. And I think it works a lot better. I know I said last week about how if we do get third jerseys, we know what Vancouver's could be, and I think they could do a lot better. I think they could produce us a better gold jersey than Vegas have over the last how many years that one's been knocking around now. I mean, yeah. So I really do love it. But I did say last week I had to rank. I think I'd rank Vancouver first over Seattle. I just think it stands out just that little bit more. Absolutely love it, and I'm really excited to see that brand go on the jerseys. Obviously, of course, this year they are the expansion teams will be going through the tradition that the Knuckle 6 did, and just have their city's name on for this year. But I think next year, when we see those brands get put on the jerseys, they're going to look absolutely beautiful. They're going to look gorgeous. And I think the Goldeneyes one is going to really stand out just that little bit more. I'm really looking forward to seeing that go on a jersey next year. Yeah. So let's do a little more of a deep dive, shall we? Then we can come back to some more thoughts. So I've got now the official article on the Goldeneyes website, which I'm going to read from you, like I did with the Knuckle 6 this time last year. If you do want to check out those deep dives of Knuckle 6 last year, they are available on the podcast feed, so you can go check those out. Okay, so let's learn a little bit more about the Vancouver Goldeneyes. So a new vision takes flight. It can be argued that the city of Vancouver stands alone in North America for its mix of true big city feel and authentic outdoor experiences. Fittingly, it also now stands alone in sports team branding with the breathtaking logo a name for its new PHL team, the Goldeneyes. The first PHL team to be named after an animal. Okay. Oh yeah, because we've not got any animals in the PHL. It's more about forces of nature or inanimate objects, like how we've got the sirens and scepters. Don't ask me what a victoire is. No, it's been more about forces of nature, vehicles, objects. We've not had animals yet, so this is our first one. So yeah, well done, Vancouver. You're standing out more every day. Well done there. Lovely. The Goldeneyes logo will take centre stage at Pacific Coliseum when the season begins this month. And given the passionate fans in the market, you can expect to see it all over British Columbia's largest city as soon as folks can get their hands on new merch. The name was born from a desire to create a team identity that felt truly unique to Vancouver. Something that could only belong to this city and its natural surroundings. Explained all Belania, the PHL's senior director. I've definitely not. Sorry, Alex. Sorry, I'm not pronounced that right because I'm reading it on my phone. And sometimes this is just life in general. Sometimes when you put an N and I next to each other, it gets a bit confusing. You think, oh, is that a second L? No. So I'll do it again. Sorry. Explained Ali Bologna, got it right that time, PHL's Senior Director, Brand and Marketing. As the creative process unfolded, we explored local wildlife, looking for a symbol that was both visually compelling and rich in meaning. The name Goldeneyes draws inspiration from the common goldeneye, a striking bird native to British Columbia's coastal waters. I'll come back to that in a moment. I just want to finish the article first. So British Columbia's coastal waters and forest lakes. Known for its piercing yellow eyes and lightning fast reflexes, the Goldeneye is a culture of precision, agility, and resilience qualities that mirror the game of hockey and the athletes who play it. Yeah, I really love how they've thought about that, yeah, because as you guys know, hockey is a really fast sport, so but you've gone for something that's quite fast in terms of reflexes and quite agile. This has been really well thought out here, guys. This logo has been really well thought through. I just think it's brilliant. Shall we hear what the Goldeneyes players have to say? Let's do that. So, Vancouver forward Jen Gardner, who signed with the Goldeneyes after a standout rookie season with the Victoire, grew up just outside Vancouver in Surrey, and is overjoyed and about everything related to this team's existence, very much, including this team's name, logo, and overall branding. This is what I had to say. I'm so excited to have grown up in the lower mainland and now get to represent the Vancouver Goldeneyes. Gardner said, Goldeneyes has an aura around it that can intimidate others. We have an incredible roster and the best staff in the league, and I can't think of a better group to go into this first season with. It will be really exciting to grow with the name I really never imagined something like this happening, where I... Where I grew up, it's beyond my wildest dreams, and I cannot wait for our first game. As God alludes to, the Goldeneyes are not the type of expansion team we've seen in other sports, where fielding a competitive roster is a challenge. Vancouver is loaded with skill all over the ice and boasts an experienced winner behind the bench in coach Brian Adelaski. If hometown hero Gardiner and her talented team perform as well as many expect, it will match the quality of their colour scheme. Gardiner praised the team's vintage look and said without hesitation, we have the best colour scheme in the league. Not sure about that. Not sure about that. Not really. No, I'm not sure about that. We might have to disagree on that. Yeah, that is. Yeah, we are definitely gonna have to disagree on that. I'm afraid. Sorry, we're gonna have to disagree on that. Yeah. This. And I'm going right. I want to come back to the Bernard because I think that's all I can say from the article. So I'm going to talk more about the Goldeneyes whole, because obviously when this was revealed, none of us had heard of what a Goldeneye is. And look at us in that press release when they had both brothers below. They mentioned how it was named after a bird. I was like, oh, okay. And then, unsurprisingly, when later on in the night, when I was on my socials trying to look at, reactions, to the Browns reveal, a lot of people on my timeline had posted an actual image of the bird. And I was like, oh, I don't need to see that, put it away. Okay, I don't like birds, alright? I never have, I never will. I do not like birds, okay? So, the last thing I want to see is actual picture of it on my timeline. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. If you guys want to go and Google what a Goldeneye looks like, that's fine. But please don't flood my socials timeline with it. I don't want to see it. So I do now sadly know what this creature looks like. It's a lovely looking thing, isn't it? Some people weren't too sure about the actual bird itself, and I'm not surprised. It was quite, ooh! Get out of that, boys and girls. Ooh, dear. Yeah, so I don't know. So sadly, I do now know what the creature looks like. I didn't want to know. Okay, I didn't want to know, but yes. This is what I hate about social media, is that you get on your timelines, you get a lot of stuff from people that you haven't followed, but they feel it's related to what you have followed. And that's like, no! Have I followed that person? No, I don't want to see their stuff on my feed. Next! Ugh, it's so irritating. And it literally is with all socials. It really is. It's just so irritating. Yeah. But that has not, but seeing the actual creature, that has not put me off seeing what this this brand. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I think that looks really amazing, and the fact that we're going to be able to see this on centre ice for all of Vancouver's home games. I found nearly said all 15 there, but of course, guessing, of course, obviously, that is not the case, because we do have obviously take-up tour games this season. So Vancouver, you will probably not. I think you are home team a couple. We just need to go through that. I will not make that mistake with Seattle. Oh wait, no, we can't. Oh, I definitely do that still because obviously they're not pro tenants. But I nearly did that. I nearly said all 15 home games. Like, nope. I'm sure Vancouver fans, you know how many home games you have got as Take Tour games this year. We have got 2 of ours. I think everybody has at least 2 of their home games not in their markets. So I think everybody's gonna be a home team at least twice on the tour. I know for our 3 slots we are a home team twice. It's like last year. Yeah, but we'll go outside. You can look to see that. What I was trying to say is, I think it's really great that we're going to see that on centre ice for every single Goldeneyes home game in the Pacific Coliseum. It's a real shame that because of the Take Tour, my Frosts are not coming to your home until the last day of the regular season. I know, it's a real shame. Because our first road game against you guys is on the Take Tour when we're both going to be in Edmonton. We're going to be in Edmonton for that. That is our first game back after Christmas on December the 27th. It's funny because the Frost's last home game before Christmas and their first home game back from Christmas are both Take Tour games. Anyway, but yeah, so I think that's good. I think it's going to make that brand just stand out even more. The fact you're able to see that on the ice for every single Vancouver Goldeneyes home game you choose to watch this season, it's going to be absolutely brilliant. And like I say, it's going to make us all feel very envy because obviously, you know, I would love it if we could find a way to have the PHL logos on centre ice all the time. As mentioned several times before, we only really get to have them during the playoffs because obviously we're all but Vancouver are co-tenants of the building they play in, which means we can't have our logos on centre ice until the primary tenant season is done for the year. So yeah, it is a shame, but I think at the end of the day, that is a really great brand and it's going to look so stunning. Vancouver just got it right. The colours look right. The logo is just it's and of course the roundel. I want to mention this real quickly because obviously Plur mentioned it on the launch show. We don't know how he was not reaching the roundel. We don't really see that kind of roundel in North American hockey teams. We see a lot in Europe. If you check out a couple of other European leagues, you'll know a lot of them do have that roundel where they put their team name on the roundel and the curve bit on the roundel, and then they have their actual logo slap bang in the middle of it. It's a very common practice in European hockey leagues. It's not something you really see often in North America. It's more common on practice jerseys, because the NHL have it for practice jerseys, but it's not really a trait you see in North America. And Player mentioned how on the Brian Real show, he wasn't really too keen on that, and he felt it might actually just have the Goldeneye as it is. And of course, there are 2 versions of that of this logo. The version that we got is the official version, and there's the one that's on the centre ice, which is without the roundel. I actually don't mind that. I think it helps to make this brand stand out a bit more. And we'll see. So it's I kind of like that. I mean, it's something we don't see a lot of North American hockey teams do. My AHL team, the Barracuda, have now released a new third jersey for this season. It's a teal jersey, and it has got it's so simple to go. So they put the Barracuda logo in the centre, and then they've got a round of it saying San Jose Barracuda Hockey. It's a new third jersey that we've just launched this season. We wore it for the very first time on our home opener back in October. So I don't know, and I just don't know what I mean, like, because I felt that is like, so that just looks like a practice jersey. This won't. But yeah. So if you want to see more examples of that kind of roundel logo, go and check out some European hockey leagues, and you'll see some of their teams will have gone with that design. I think it's kind of nice. It then blends the 2 different styles of logo together, and it works really well. And so I think it's just and the way they did the stylized lettering, it works really well. I mean, it's because most tees just go over the top, over the bottom, done. with Vancouver, they've kind of got more of a slanted thing, so you kind of start to tilt your head like if it's a dog out the window. You kind of got to do that to probably read it properly. But I think it looks quite nice. Yeah, and it blends well with the colour schemes on. The colours just work for me, I feel, with the Goldeneyes brand. The colours just literally work together, and I think that's what is going to really help this brand stand out. I feel that on the jerseys, I'd like to see a bit more gold. This is the criticism I've got, because right now it's just like a block somewhere on the sleeves. I would like to see the Goldeneyes, and it's going to be something for next year, just to tweak the jersey a little bit, because I'm not sure those are going to be those designs going to see. This are going to be exactly what we get this time next year. I would say, know how I've got white here on the shoulders, and I'd say do that. I'd say get some gold, put it on the shoulders, have a block, replace the orange block with a gold block, and that's all. I just think on the jerseys it needs a bit more gold. I've had this problem before with my Sharks over the years with their road jerseys, how there's hardly any teal. So yeah, so I think just for me, if you do any jersey tweaks for next season, where you're putting the Goldeneyes logo on slap on the chest plate, maybe just put some more gold. So when you do this here, the shoulder's the perfect place to do it. You put the gold there, it'll look fine. But it's a really great brand, and I can't wait to see this in action. It's going to look really, really, really effective. So I just think it's absolutely brilliant. And of course, my fellow Pebble Tree members can't stop drawing on it. They think Vancouver literally knocked it out of the park. This is a scary team, guys. This is a really scary team, both on and off the ice. And I do worry that Vancouver is going to literally just tear us all apart. And we probably deserve it, because we didn't expect how well Vancouver was going to literally take to this. And they've done absolutely brilliant. They've just knocked it out of the park from start to finish. And all that's left now is for them to get on the ice and just basically, showing us why we are a team to watch out for this season. Because both Vancouver and Seattle are going to want to make their marks. They're going to want to make their presence felt. Especially this really competitive, super competitive league. Yeah, it's going to be really exciting. But yeah, so that's going to be just, really forward to that. So yeah, so it's a really great brand. Like I said, I did award the brand rebush. I did award it an A-star. I'm going to stick to that A-star awarding. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up there. That is your deep dive of the Vancouver Goldeneyes. Yeah, just absolutely outstanding from top to bottom. This brand is absolutely brilliant. Obviously, the only thing left is to get it put on the jerseys. I know they're going through the tradition that we went through in year one. That's fine. But at the same time, that we've got these brands who think, can you not just find a way to put them on the jersey? Especially since Megan Turner said she knew it was going to be Toribus some months prior. But we'll talk about that on the next episode. So Vancouver, you've literally knocked it out of the park. So well done there, and we can't wait to see you guys in action in Pacific Coliseum this season.